Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome back to Port Canaveral. Welcome to a 4-ship Saturday here in Port Canaveral. We've got the Mardi Gras right here in front of us at Cruise Terminal number 3. We've got the Disney Treasure back at Cruise Terminal number 8. Terminal number 6, we've got the Carnival Freedom leaving at 3:30, and the Adventure of the Seas all the way in that corner at Cruise Terminal number 5, leaving at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So we got an awesome set of sailaways. Looks like we've already got Mardi Gras dropping lines, so that is awesome to see. Welcome in everybody. As you guys are joining in, be sure to hit that like button on today's stream. Let me know that you guys are excited and enjoying the sailaway action this afternoon. And glad to be back from Harmony of the Seas just about 2 days ago, and glad to be back here ship spotting and streaming for you guys. So I hope you guys are excited for a good one. Be sure to subscribe as well. Don't miss out on any future live streams here on the channel. We're going to be back here again tomorrow afternoon. Also, let me know how the mic audio sounds, if I need to turn it up, need to turn it down. I am using new microphones today because my other ones are still on board Harmony. So that's no good, but we got new mics this morning after I realized that happened. So let me know, make sure all the audio sounds good, but I think I did everything tested correctly, so sounds good. Perfect. All right, Jetty to Jet, what's going on? Adventures with Alex and Darlene. Kevin, Alan, how's it going, everybody? Stu, sounds good. Perfect. All right, very good, very good. Yes, I did. I'm pretty sure I left my old mic minis on Harmony. I went to like pack my bag this morning and I was like, that's not good. I can't find them. Searched all through my car, all through my garage, all through my bag, through my suitcase, through my apartment. I searched everywhere. I couldn't find them, so I just ran out to Best Buy and was like, you know what? Let me just grab these so I can at least have something to use today. Tina, hello. Jay Cruises, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Harmony was fantastic. I'm so glad to have her here in Port Canaveral. We had a really good time on the ship. Let's see. So, what is it? So we had a sea day, Nassau, Coco, sea day, and then back in Canaveral. So it was a 5-day sailing on Harmony. Nassau didn't do too much. We kind of just did our normal thing. We have a viewer that is typically here in the chat most weekends. He's on Seashore still, but he was on Seashore while we were in Nassau. So we ended up hanging out with him in the port, catching up and just kind of hanging out, talking about cruise ships for a little bit. And then in Coco, we hung out at Oasis Lagoon Pool. I ended up meeting with Tyler, the cruise junkie. He was ironically on Wonder of the Seas, that cruise, visiting a friend that is part of the bridge team on that ship. So hung out with him. And yeah, we had a fantastic time though. It was just a really laid back couple of days, and yeah, enjoyed it. Kit, what's going on? Good to see you. That friend of his is the dev of the cruise ship game. Oh yeah, he is. Yes, I actually asked him about it. I'm like, are you the guy? And he is. But really cool guy. Really nice guy. Very nice. Loved it. Love that. I actually got that on stream for once. Usually she does that a little earlier, so they did that just a couple minutes behind today, so we actually caught that for once. Booked a Christmas cruise on Grandiosa this year. Aft Aria Suite with your wife. Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Those aft balconies look really cool. I have a friend, I think he did one of the aft balconies on Miravilia once out of Brooklyn, and looked like an awesome cabin. So that's gonna be really cool. Oh yeah, bud. What's going on, Coop? Good to see you. 4 cruises between December and May. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely caught us off. I mean, I guess forgot that they hadn't done it yet, but yeah, definitely caught me off guard. Ooh, the bunk beds. That'll be fun. I always used to like the bunk beds when I was a kid. I'm getting all the Facebook and Snapchat memories. A year ago today, I was prepping to go on board Star of the Seas for the maiden voyage. So a year ago tomorrow was the maiden voyage for Star of the Seas, which is crazy to think about. 28 days to Elation and 50 to Venezia. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is Carnival Mardi Gras. We are zoomed in right now since she's pulling in the lines. That way we can actually see the lines in action. But this is the Carnival Mardi Gras we are zoomed in on right now. So our departure schedule this afternoon, it's in the pinned chat. But to quickly review here for you guys.
Officer traffic, stand by channel 12 for Mardi Gras.
That was the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras' first one out this afternoon at 3:30, so just a couple minutes. Already dropping lines, so she might be out just a couple minutes early. But the Carnival Freedom down at cruise terminal number 6, she's going to be 3:30 as well, so she might be moving here momentarily. Adventure of the Seas down at cruise terminal number 5, she is leaving at 4 p.m. this afternoon. And of course, the Disney Treasure actually leaving a few minutes early today at 4:30 rather than 4:45. So I need to update that. Tyler, what's going on? What's going on? Good to see you, everybody. Good to see you. How was Wonder? How was Wonder? I know I got to see you a couple days ago in Coco Cay, which is really cool. We were just talking about that. It's super cool. Yeah, she is beautiful. Very beautiful ship. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out. Get a good look at the full thing here, as the Mardi Gras is probably going to be pushing off relatively soon, probably any minute now. So good to see, good to see. We're a little ahead of schedule. Yeah, the two guys on the little jetway there are, whatever you want to call that, little catwalk there, were on their phones again. It's always funny. Yeah, doing the muster drill and pulling in lines at the same time is pretty crazy. Wonderful. Highlight was seeing the boys in Coco. Absolutely, dude. That was so cool. For those who are kind of listening, watching, so Tyler's one of the guys that ships out here in Canaveral all the time. So we're good friends. We usually grab lunch, stuff like that during the week while I'm at work, which is cool. But so he was on Wonder last week while I was on Harmony, and our ships just so happened to be in Coco together, which was really cool. We didn't really even notice that until just a couple days before the cruise. You know, we were grabbing lunch. You know, my office is in his part of town, which is cool. So we grabbed lunch one day, and we were talking about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm on Wonder soon." And I'm doing the math in my head. I'm like, "We're docked in Coco with Wonder. When are you going?" And just so happens that he was on that cruise. So that was cool. When did I? Current temperature. All right, the current temperature feels like 6 billion degrees outside, so I can tell you that. But right now it says it's 88, and the feels like is 91. It's really hard to believe. I feel like it more feels like 110. So feels like 111 there. That makes sense. There she goes. When did I last see Star of the Seas, and have I sailed before? Yes, I actually sailed on the maiden voyage a year ago from tomorrow, which is awesome. But yes, I have sailed on Star of the Seas. Last time I saw her was not last weekend, but the weekend before. We typically do get to see her every weekend, which is great. But yes, I do have a ship tour. If you want to go into the ship tours playlist on my channel, scroll down just a bit, you'll find the Star ship tour though. But welcome in everybody. First ship underway, the Carnival Mardi Gras this afternoon. Greetings from Utopia. Hi, Mom. Birthday cruise without me. Mom and Dad are celebrating my birthday on a cruise without me. I cruised without them beforehand though, it's fine. Fab, hello. Can you share information on the agency I use to book? Yes. So I book my cruises with Cruises It. The link in the description of this live stream and every live stream and every video that I've been posting recently has the link in there. If you use that link and go through and book your cruise with them, it does support the channel. They do give me a commission similar to, I won't be the travel agent for the cruise, but I would receive the commission as an agent would if you were to book through them, which is always a huge support and boost to the channel by doing so. It won't cost anything extra for you. All you have to do is use them to book, and it supports me that way, so that's awesome. But they do get the best rates, and if you ever see a better rate, they're gonna match it or beat it. So they're always on top of stuff like that. But cruisesit.com, use the affiliate link in the description, and that'll trigger all of the affiliate and channel support that way. Yes, it was my birthday yesterday. Thank you, Mom. I turned the big 30, the dirty 30 yesterday. Wish I was 30 again. I know, I'm getting old. Thank you, Doug. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. It was cool though, because I came back to work yesterday from my cruise, and while I was gone, they decorated my office and everything like that. There was like streamers everywhere. I was like, okay, this is cool. Took me out to lunch. It was a great time. September 19th, probably. Can't make any guarantees just yet, but probably. I'm usually here most weekends, to be honest. I don't have any cruises that time. Favorite cruise ever? I feel like my favorite ship would have to be either the Icon class, so Icon Star, about to go on Legends soon, but I was a huge fan of Norwegian Luna as well, so I would say probably Star of the Seas or Norwegian Luna are my top two ships that I've sailed on. Was in college, joined in the military when you were, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Put more money down for the, ooh, very nice. Love to hear it. Andre, thank you so much. Yes, it was a good birthday. We had a good time. Did most of the festivities on Harmony, but came back. I was already home for the cruise, or for the birthday, but it was still a good time. We did a lot of fun stuff on the cruise, so it was a good time. Jaco, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate all the moderators. I think it might just be Jaco here right now, but I appreciate all the moderators here. I, in secret, made Oscar a moderator here, and I haven't told him yet. He's just going to come in for a surprise today, so it'll be a good time. That'll be funny to see his reaction to that. XL ships are already massive, going to be great to see an even massive version with the Ace class. Yes, those Ace class ships do look really good. I know I'm very much against Disney, or not Disney, Carnival lately. I'm thinking of Disney Destiny, but Carnival lately, but Carnival Destiny is absolutely at the top of my list. I think when it comes out in 29, I'm going to try to make an effort to go. On Star, February 28. Ooh, awesome. Very cool. Best thing, I have to say the Aquadome is probably the best thing on there. It's a great spot to sit back, relax, enjoy your sea days, enjoy your time, and also just, you know, you get all the stuff from the theater in there as well. And then take it away and be like, oh yeah, that's an awesome idea, actually. Just to mess with him. Oscar's got the sense of humor where he would just find that funny. Anybody here sailed on Mardi Gras before? I got the chance to sail on her back in 2022, so it's been a while. But anybody here been on Mardi Gras before? In 2025, awesome. Way too many people on board. Yeah, that's one thing I am a little concerned about, is the capacity on Destiny for sure. September of 21. Oh, cool. That's a pretty early sailing. Oh, 8th sailing. That's sweet, actually. If it wasn't for COVID, I would have been on the second one back in 2021. Or 2020. COVID had other plans. I did sail on her in 2022 though, so I still went on it, which is fantastic, but I'm glad I've at least tried that class, because it's a really nice group of ships for sure. Was on it March of 24. Ooh, nice. That's the XL class ship you have not been on. Plan to go when they go down to 4 and 5. You know what? I was actually looking into going on it again once it does go to the 4 and 5 night sailings. I think it would be a fantastic ship for the 4 and 5s. Speaking of 4 and 5s, that's what Freedom is on right now, and I think, from what I was just told recently, is that she leaves for her dry dock on Tuesday to be redone. Watch it come back with no whale tail. Honestly, they're probably like, we're not doing this a third time. I would assume that they're going to put another whale tail on it. They haven't said otherwise. But that would be funny if they just said, oh, no, actually. It's part of the charm. I was in Tampa streaming Sailorways. That was 2 weeks ago. I go out there occasionally, but I was streaming out there. Yeah, I think, what was that? I think it was about 2 weeks ago from today. Yes, all of my previous live streams stay up on the channel for people to go back and watch. I know sometimes I do get comments sometimes where people think it's live, but it's actually just a replay. Usually if there's a timestamp in the bottom corner, that means it's a replay, but if it'll usually have the little red, like a little red rectangle on the thing itself showing that it's live. But yeah, if there's a timestamp, that's usually the indicator that it's a replay. Not sure what the plan for Jubilee is when Chapacal gets to Galveston, but I'm hoping 4 and 5 day sailings. That is my best guess, is that Jubilee would do 4 and 5s out of Galveston. That would be my best guess. Don't know anything concrete about that just yet, but that's a good guess. Especially if she's going to do 6 and 8 night sailings. I think Horizon's doing that. I don't know. I'd have to double check all that, to be honest. But I would say 4 and 5s on Jubilee would be a good guess. Favorite Caribbean ports or islands to visit? I would say Cozumel. Cozumel, I feel like, is kind of like the stereotypical Mexico cruise port, but it's very built up by the cruise lines. It's very sheltered by the cruise lines, so it's not a sketchy area. There's always a lot to do regarding excursions. There's a lot of excursions always available there, and there's always a lot to do. Even if you're not going to do an excursion, there's always plenty of shopping and plenty to do within the port without having to go into any bad parts of town, things like that. So I always thought Cozumel was like the best one in the Western Caribbean. As far as Eastern Caribbean, I would say St. Thomas. Very nice. I always like going up the little cable car and to the top of the mountain. That one's always really nice. They got really nice beaches there. Go to Mount Dew in the little shopping district that's there. And Curacao is great for Southern Caribbean. Curacao is just a very beautiful island. Jeff, what's going on? Good to see you. Let's see. Carnival should design the replacement whale tail on the Freedom to have a feature that shoots flames out both ends of the funnel for entertainment. Yeah, that way if it happens a third time, they'd be, oh, it's supposed to do that. It's definitely supposed to do that. Really want one of Explora's ships to come here. That would be really cool, actually. You know, given as much as MSC really likes Canaveral lately, I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of Ocean Cay, they're pretty far along with the dock there. They're adding a second berth or a second pier in Coco Cay, or not Coco Cay, Ocean Cay, and it seems like the first I've seen earlier, but I saw a post saying that the first official day for 2 ships there is November of next year, and that's when World Atlantic is on its maiden voyage. So we'll be there for that. It'll be Atlantic and Seashore there. But I just saw a post saying that was supposed to be the first day. I saw something that was like a week or 2 earlier, but I guess we'll find out soon. But pretty exciting though. It'll be great. And that island should be done relatively soon as well. But as we wait for our next sail away, it seems like the Carnival Freedom is just a little behind schedule this afternoon, so that's no good. But be sure to leave a like on the stream. Let me know that you guys are having a good time and a great Saturday so far by hitting that like button. And of course, subscribe if you're tuning in for the first time. We do this every single weekend here in Port Canaveral and other Florida cruise ports, so definitely subscribe. Don't miss out on any future live streams. We have a ship tour of the newly renovated and new arrival into Port Canaveral. We have a ship tour of Harmony of the Seas coming out on Monday. I say that as I have not even started editing, but it'll be out Monday, I promise. But the new arrival, the big new Royal Caribbean, well, not new Royal Caribbean ship, but the big new addition to Port Canaveral, and of course just the newly revamped and amplified Harmony of the Seas. We'll have a full deck-by-deck tour, top to bottom, deck-by-deck tour, showing you everything that's been changed and everything the ship has to offer as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one. How many maiden voyages have I been on? Actually, only maiden voyage I've been on was Star of the Seas. I'm booked on World Atlantics for next year, but the only true maiden voyage that I've been on was for Star of the Seas. I've been on a lot that were really close, but not quite. I think I was like on the 4th sailing for Icon. I think Norwegian Bliss was the maiden Panama Canal transit, but it wasn't the maiden voyage. Let's see, there's a couple others. There's the rust bucket. I'm sure it's a ship from the Carnival fleet, yeah. Oh gosh, that's a great question. So yes, I have now officially completed the Oasis class. I've sailed on all 6 of them, which is really cool to think about. That's a tough question though. That's a great question. I don't know if I could rank them. I would say Utopia and Wonder are the best. But my biggest thing against those 2 ships is the tall glass, so you legitimately just can't see out of from the ship without looking through a set of glass, which is really disappointing. You can't look forward on those ships without looking through a set of glass. There's no access to the bridge wings. Wonder, technically there is, but they've always got it blocked off for some reason. So those ones I would consider, they are the best 2 technically, but like from a ship spotting standpoint, like me, I would say those 2 are kind of a letdown in that regard. But on paper, those 2 are the best. Harmony was fantastic. I really, really liked Harmony a lot. I would say that might be my personal favorite. I would say that, actually, yeah, I think Harmony would be my personal favorite right now. Harmony, Oasis, Utopia, Wonder, Symphony, and Allure. I hate putting those two at the bottom though. That's a tough ranking because they're all amazing in their own ways. They're all different too. The loud car is back. But yeah, I think I liked Harmony the best. I think it's still retained. It's got everything that Wonder and Utopia have, obviously minus the mason jar, which is really kind of a non-deal breaker for me. But I think Harmony still felt like the old version. Well, it is the old version, but it felt like the OG version of the Oasis class, but with all the bells and whistles of Utopia, minus mason jar, which I really don't care too much about. So I think Harmony might be my favorite as of right now. Low railings, you can see out to sea just about anywhere on that top deck, which is fantastic. So Harmony did not get a pool in the solarium though. I know a lot of people were asking if they were planning to do a pool in the solarium because she's the only Oasis class without one. They did not do that, which is kind of a bummer. They did not add a pool to the solarium inside Harmony. And it also got a little bit smaller because if you've sailed on the Oasis class ships, the newer ones at least, they have like that tiered section where you can step down another deck and there's like a little bit more to the solarium. Now that's been completely eliminated, and now that's all filled with cabins, and then you can walk out into the area in front of the solarium, but kind of like that enclosed part though is now gone, which is kind of a bummer. What is the mason jar? It's kind of like a country, it's like a country style brunch restaurant. If I had to describe it like that, the biggest op is tall glass. I'm a short king, that's what they call it these days, a short king. But also to be honest though, like the tall glass doesn't even need to be that tall though. Like you gotta be like a good 6'5" to see over the glass, which is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. I did not do Samba, but I did see it. It's up in the solarium. It's where Solarium Bistro is on a lot of other ships. Allure, October 11th. This will be your first Oasis class. Ooh, awesome. I hear a lot of really good things now that Allure has been redone and amplified. Pretty much just like Oasis, which is great. But I hear a lot of really good things about Allure, so that'd be awesome. Is that out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami? Because I know around that time is when she moves. Yep, same area as Allure. What's up?
Allure's in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes, Allure's in Fort Lauderdale. It moves to Miami later this year, though, at some point. It's out of Fort Lauderdale. Okay. I think... So we'll return probably the 18th. I'm 90% sure that Caleb is on the sailing after you. Because he's going, I think, later on in October, but it's out of Miami. It's right when it transitions over. But I'm pretty sure Caleb is on the sailing after you, which is kind of funny. But again, his is out of Miami, though. Because his is the day it moves. They drop off guests in Fort Lauderdale, and then he boards the ship at 3 p.m. in Miami, which is interesting. Yeah, for sure. San Juan, the only Caribbean port that Royal sails out of. Good question, actually. I think so. Unless they do something out of Barbados, which I don't think they do. But I think you're right. I think that's the only true Caribbean island that they sail as a home port. What's up?
So when Freedom goes to dry dock, there's gonna be no passengers on board.
I don't think so. It's a good question, actually. I don't know. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit. One of these two should be moving any minute now. I don't know what Freedom's up to today, but both Freedom and Adventure of the Seas got some smoke coming out of the funnel. I don't know if that's a good thing with Freedom, but knowing her track record, but got a little bit of smoke action coming out of both of them, so one of them should be moving relatively soon. Caleb is going on Harmony again in like 2 days. Do they have the glass on the outside? No, they do not. They do not have that on the outside on deck number 5. So you can, technically it's the regular standard railing height on deck 5 outside on the promenade. That's where the jogging track is. And then in the back where the aqua theater is as well. So it's not back there, but it's just very obstructed views is the only downside to that. But yes, that's kind of like the only good place. There's one more 8-night. Okay, yeah, I remember Caleb saying it was towards the end of October is when he goes, because they think because he's hyping up. He's like, I'm gonna be old enough to drink now. Woohoo! I'm like, oh boy, that kid's gonna be in for a good time, I'm sure. We just made final payment on Legend today, by the way. Love that. Legend of the Seas 3-night preview sailing in November. We will be on that. Just made the final payment this afternoon, so that was awesome. Very much looking forward to that one. Rhapsody sailing out in San Juan right now. Okay. It's usually one of those Visions or the Radiance ships that are sailing out of there. Best buffet food on Royal. I feel like they always have the best buffet foods on the Icons. There's always a lot of options as well. One thing I do miss on that on other ships that's on the Icons is Base Camp. Well, that's one of my personal favorites. Fantastic burgers, chicken tenders, French fries, tater tots, just kind of a backyard cookout type of vibe back there, and it's really good food. That's some of the best food on the ship. Amtrak, hello, welcome. Welcome in, everybody. For anybody just tuning in. It is a scorcher out today. All right, we're gonna get movement from one of these guys here soon. They do Epic Carnival on. It goes down to Trinidad and Tobago, which, oh, that's really cool. Spends 5 nights down there? That's crazy. Never heard about that. That's actually really cool. Waiting for the treasure. Son's last week working on board. Nice, for 4 months. Can't wait to see him next week. That's awesome. That's awesome. They're leaving at 4:30 this afternoon. They're a little early this afternoon, so that'll be great. But that's good to hear. That's awesome. That's exciting. That is a bummer, Stu. That is a bummer. It definitely was a pretty penny, though. I will say that for a 3-night cruise, that was. It better be worth it. We crammed 4 of us inside of a balcony, so at least we got a good room, but we at least had a good deal where it was 3rd and 4th guests were sailing free, and so we crammed 4 people in and basically were able to split it up that way, which is fantastic. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, I heard about that. They haven't finished construction or anything like that, but they got approval to do the construction from what I had seen, which is good though. It's still a good 15 minutes away from the port, which is kind of a struggle still to get from there to here, but it is definitely a big improvement for those who fly in for Port Canaveral cruises. Sports with Charles, what's going on? Good to see you.
Brandon.
What's up?
Carnival Freedom's moving.
Freedom's moving? Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh yeah, you're right, barely. Barely. Ah. There we go. The Royal Caribbean World Cruise would be awesome to do. I would love to do that. If I ever manage to retire early, I'll do it. So from what I'm aware of, and to my knowledge, the Coco station for Brightline will be kind of like just any other normal stop for Brightline, kind of like how they have Aventura. They have Aventura, West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, places like that. It'll be just like a generic stop, but it'll be of course just much closer to Port Canaveral, but essentially it'll just be an added stop along the way. It'll be very good. It'll be very good to have that here, but the station, to my knowledge, is just a little bit on this side of 95. I think it's on US 1, if I'm not mistaken. So it's, if you're familiar with Port Canaveral, the big bridge that goes and connects the Cape to the main part of Florida, to my knowledge, that it's like right on the other side, still on like the mainland part of Florida. So it's right where it starts to make its turn south is where that station would be. Oscar, yes, blue certainly does look good there, sir. Welcome. You see a lizard. But yes, that's where it'll be. I'm hoping that they're going to offer some sort of transportation to the port for the ships, because again, it's still a good 15 minutes away. So you're going to have to either take a bus, an Uber, or anything like that. The weird part is that there's not really much to do here in Coco, if we're being completely honest. The only thing that's in Coco, it's a beach town. You have the beach, and you got the cruise ships and a couple restaurants. There's really nothing else really here. Unlike places like Fort Lauderdale, where you're dropped off right in the middle of downtown Fort Lauderdale, there's a lot to do in Fort Lauderdale because you're right in the middle of downtown. Aventura is a big shopping district. West Palm is a pretty bustling area, so it is a little weird in that aspect. It's pretty much 95% of the traffic that comes from to Brightline for Coco is going to be cruise passengers. I can't really see anybody just casually taking that from Orlando or Miami up to Coco to spend the day up here. unless you're just going on a cruise. Sound the horn? Probably not. I don't think the horns are that loud. It's a good, I would say maybe at least 10 to 15 miles from the port still, even to get over there where that station will be. Right, exactly. If all you want to do is go to the beach or you're traveling to a cruise ship, there's really that's all you can do. Which is great. Again, it'll be definitely a lot more convenient, but it's still going to be a slight hassle for those coming from MCO Airport or Miami and coming into Cocoa via Brightline to go on a cruise. Because again, you got to have some sort of shuttle service, whether that's something that Brightline provides at an extra cost for free, who knows. And then of course, if that's not an option, then you'd have to take an Uber or a taxi. So the logistics of it is still kind of questionable. And that's just me talking out loud. The logistics side of it all is pretty questionable still, but it'll definitely be better than nothing. Harmony was fantastic. It was really good. I have put a station of. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like they're using the existing track. It's not like they're adding or anything like that. They're basically just building a station around what's pre-existing. Yeah, they just got to figure out some sort of shuttling, however they decide to do it, some sort of shuttle that gets these Brightline guests from Cocoa over here. If you get the Viva, any thought when she does 3 and 4 night sailing to Miami? Funny you should say that. I do in fact have one booked on a 3 and 4 January of 28, so it's really nothing too crazy or anytime soon, but yes, I do. I will be on mid-January of 2028. I will be on the Norwegian Viva. Looking forward to it. Remember the day before the cruise and start walking towards, yeah, exactly. Start walking towards the terminal. You'll get there eventually. You might get hit by a couple cars, but it's no big deal. Yeah, it's legit a good 10 to 15 miles, and it's all highway. So it's definitely not walk friendly. Miami is easy because Miami drops you in the middle of downtown, and the port is in the middle of downtown. It's like a 5-minute Uber ride. The cruise passengers flying into and out of Orlando, having the Brightline cover the main chunk of the distance would be fantastic. Yes, exactly. I think there definitely should be a courtesy shuttle, whether that's from Brightline or somebody from the station. And of course to the hotels as well. If you've got a hotel, or if you want to transfer to a hotel, that'd be fantastic. So again, I think it's just setting up the transportation to and from, it'll be fantastic for sure. It'll be a huge lift off of people's shoulders having to Uber for over 45 minutes typically from Orlando Airport to Port Canaveral is about the standard time right now, is about 45 minutes. So it'll be a massive, massive help for sure. And just not having to sit in a car for the whole thing. The Brightline's very nice, very relaxing. You just sit in there and they take you there. Treasure Your Destiny, what's going on? Just popping in for a bit. Got D23 Experience Showcase tonight. Very nice. I saw a bunch of Kingdom Hearts stuff got announced recently. I'm assuming that there's probably going to be some Disney Cruise Line stuff there soon. So we'll see about that. But I saw there was a big, I think they're adding Coco is going to be part of Kingdom Hearts 4, which is pretty sweet. And I think it's got an anime coming, which is interesting as well. But yeah, I've been seeing some of the stuff coming out of D23. That's pretty cool. Tonight, big DCL news. Am I going to have to make a... Am I going to have to make a 3 a.m. video again from Disney? If I had a nickel for every time I've had to make a video at 3 a.m. for Disney about something new that they announced, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's crazy it happened twice. You should also help Brightline. Yes, to say they've been struggling is a understatement for sure. It's their operating costs, and obviously when they hit somebody, they have to take the locomotive out of service, things like that. So that's expensive as well. But their revenue, which is crazy because I think they talked about it in like a recent thing because of them about to file bankruptcy. But from what it sounded like, they had the revenues grow about close to 50%, and their capacity grew similarly. And I think their overall it was like close to 50% or something like that. Or no, it was 30% that they grew revenue-wise, but they were still 20% off of their target. And they still operated at a loss, even with a 30% jump in revenue, which is pretty sad. You get some pretty unrealistic targets, in my opinion at least. If you jump 30% and you still miss by 20, your expectations were a little too high, unless you had something crazy going on. Yes, I heard that Icon was portside today, which is pretty crazy. Struggling because they charge too much, and half the time they're late or crash into cars. It's been proven that you can get to Miami. Yeah, and that the crazy thing is that they've been adding capacity. They've been adding coaches or adding cars to the train, and they're selling out. Every time that I've sailed, or not sailed, but every time I've traveled with Brightline recently, they've been sold out. They've been sold out or almost at capacity. I mean, it's not like they're not bringing people in. It's just like their operating costs are just so unbelievably high, and partially because of all the people that like to park their cars on the train tracks. It's just, yeah, it's insane. Their operating costs are just really, really high. Run more trains. Wait, that would also increase the cost of operating, though. I don't know if it would truly offset. They've been adding cars. I think they've gone from, typically the trains that they do run are about 4 cars. So you got the locomotive on each end, and then there's 4 different cars like for passengers. They've grown from 4 to the majority of them now having 10. So they've definitely added the capacity to deal with the growth and the additional people coming on, but it's just not helping their profitability is the issue. You can get a one-way plane ticket for the same price and you get there 3 hours. Can you really? That's actually insane. I didn't know they even ran something MCO to MIA. That's actually pretty funny though. I didn't even think about that. Same price. Yeah, it seems to be an American issue or an American thing, is parking cars on train tracks. You don't see that. You don't see that in Japan. You don't see it over in China. You don't see it in Europe for sure. So it seems to be an American thing. We like to do that here for fun, or at least in Florida. Anything for a little insurance money, I guess. Victory Casino 2.0. There's a turtle. Where'd the turtle go? Coop, that's crazy. Oh, Adventure of the Seas is moving as well. There she is. There she is. The U.S. has a total of like 4 train lines. People still manage to get hit constantly. I know, that's the crazy part. Amtrak has never actually made a profit since they've been in business. They've been funded by the government. That completely makes sense. 35 days till Luna. Ooh, all right, Luna. You get to see what the hype is all about. You get to see what it's all about. I can't wait to see the 3-dude shower you made famous. No, we did not try that on Harmony, unfortunately. Or fortunately, however you want to look at it. But yes, you get to see those legendary sized showers. In my defense, you're gonna walk in there and you'll be like, wow, this is a really large bathroom. Do you have just a regular balcony on that one? All right, later, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to the D23 announcements. Come on, straight down. There we go. I haven't seen Luna since I sailed on it either, which is kind of a bummer. I missed that ship. That Luna was one of the only ships in a long, like, I don't know if anybody else feels like this. Usually debarkation day or like the last night of the cruise, it's like, man, like, you know, all right, like the cruise is over, time to go home, ready to go home. You know, you kind of just like in the mood to go home at that point. Like Luna was like the first ship in a long time where I was sitting in line for debark and I was like, man, I honestly not ready to go home. I could do another week on this. 7 days till Luna for you. Ooh, very nice, very nice. She's one of my favorites. She is one of my favorites. See how close you can come to getting demonetized next time you all stand in the shower with swim trunks. No, I just gotta try getting demonetized. I just have to stand next to Justin for a few minutes here on the stream. That's why it's quiet today. There's nobody cussing in the background. Oh, my eye burns. That guy's gonna get me demonetized, I know it. That too. Yeah. Most Miami hotels offer shuttle. Yes. It's been a while since I've done this, so grain of salt here. But I know because I've usually stayed at the Marriott Miami Airport. It's typically what I stay at, or used to stay at whenever I would fly into Miami the day before a cruise. And they typically offered a shuttle from the airport to the hotel, but also from the hotel to the cruise port, to my knowledge. Or they at least offered some sort of service where they had connections that way. But yes, one shower, one person is the optimal experience. I will agree with you on that. Well, depends on the context, but yes, I agree with that. Yeah, adventure is flying around the corner. Context is everything. Context is everything. So maybe multiple dudes is probably not the right scenario, though. I can agree on that. There we go. Carnival Freedom. Just one? Okay. Bummer, but cool. Got one. Better than nothing. We will take it. Yeah, her horn is a good bit louder than Stars, isn't it? Stars is just like super deep to the point where it sounds quiet. There we go. There we go. You hear the delinquency from afar. That's awesome, Coop. Coop, when's the next time you're coming down south? Is it for Wonder? I can already see the new flaming whip. You know, if it's gonna happen a third time, just let it happen while I'm here to see it. That's all I gotta say. That's what I have to say to that. As long as it happens when I'm here to see it, let it happen. Oh, whoops. My bad. There we go. Wonder, yeah, Super Bowl Sun. Oh, that's right. I saw something about that. It's on Valentine's this year. That's sweet. Very cool. You're gonna like Wonder. Wonder's awesome. You're gonna walk into the solarium on that one because you've been on Oasis and Allure, I'm assuming, and Symphony. Yeah, getting into that solarium on Wonder is gonna be like a night and day difference. It's massive feeling in there, just because it's all enclosed. It feels a lot like, not quite like the Aquadome, but it feels a lot like it in there. Any plans? Come on down if yeah, I might try it. Honestly, if it's I guess for Wonder, being during the week, I'm not sure, but I'll see what I can do though. Any plans for Yacht Club though? That is a good question. I don't have it. I actually only have one MSCCruise booked right now, which is kind of a bummer. But that being Atlantic for next year. So no Yacht Club plans. But maybe I can swing a nice little upgrade on that. That'd be nice. Man, I'm getting hungry. I guess now's about the right time during stream for us to start talking about Chili's, right? They just need to sponsor us at this point. Adventure of the Seas. Next up. That is the most adult not even like adult that way, but like the most adult comment I've ever seen. Bought a toaster oven for $25 from Walmart. Snag of the day. Kids, you're not gonna understand how awesome that is until you get older. You can get a cruise on Victory Casino for that price. Yes, sir. Oh, that's not good. Unk status now, pushing big 30. Dude, I know. I turned 30 yesterday, man. That was brutal. I woke up yesterday, or actually this morning, and my back was hurting. So, I know it's gonna be a good one. My birthday was yesterday. Yes. What's up? I was. Yep. Unk status. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate it. I thought about hitting the brand bot birthday stream yesterday, but I decided against it. I just needed a chill yesterday after a couple days on Harmony to be 30 again. Oh, it'll be a wipeout for you there, Ku. Let me know when that happens. We may have to make that a reality. How many ships left? We got 2 left. This one here, the Adventure of the Seas, and we got the Disney Treasure leaving in about 2 minutes, or her departure time is scheduled for about 2 minutes from now. So next ship, the final ship, should be underway here relatively soon as well, but 2 to go. This one and 1 more. 30 was 30 years ago for you, yeah. Oh, I was like, yeah, 30 was in fact 30 years ago. No, okay. Get used to the back pain, everything else. Oh boy, that's not very promising. Now I'm very excited. What do we get in Chili's? Ooh, that's a good question. I know they have that crisper sandwich now. I haven't tried that yet. Dimitri said it was good. I'm usually a triple dipper guy, but I haven't tried the crisper sandwich. And the chips and salsa, I tear those up. Horizon is still docked in my... Ooh, that's not good. Might go to Norfolk to see... Ooh, oh, cool, Sunshine. That'll be awesome to see that one. Yeah, I tear up those Chili's chips and salsa. That's my go-to, man. Jeff with the super chat, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Order ice cream for dessert. Yes. Thank you so much, Jeff. You're awesome. Chili's is on Jeff tonight. Nice. We're 3 for 3 so far today with horns. That's awesome. That is unheard of. We are in unprecedented territory today, ladies and gents. Disney's gonna screw it up. Wait till he turns 40 and 50. I'll be 60 in March and wake up with back hurting still oh God. You guys are reminding me that it's all downhill from here. Still going to exactly. You never let the back pain keep you from doing anything. You'll be pushing me around in a scooter before you see me quit cruising because I'm too old. Downhill or not. Maybe somebody will push my scooter downhill. You got beef with Carnival Sunshine? That's interesting. Alrighty. Disney Treasure should be underway here relatively soon. No, if only she let you go solo. Yeah. You gotta convince her. Be like, well, somebody's got to keep the point status going. If it can't just be you and her. You got to carry some weight. If you get to cruise solo, you can cruise more, rack up some more points, then she'll get the benefits. That's how you think of it. She'll get the benefits regardless if she has the tier or not, because she's with you. So you gotta pitch it that way. You could babysit kid. Oh, he's gonna need a babysitter when he starts drinking. That kid's an animal. Somebody's gonna have to babysit him on Legend, that's for sure. Brother just got back from a river cruise. Started to think the walker was required. That's crazy. It's already diamond and you're just gold. Oh, okay. So there you go. So you just got to catch up. You just got to trick her and just be like, oh, yeah, they're doing something. Like, I'm not going to get the benefits that you get anymore. We have to be the same status. Just got to get creative with it. Those river cruises are not cheap. Absolutely not. I don't want to ask because if I'm wrong, then I'll let something out. But there's somebody that's supposed to be getting into river cruises soon. I don't know if they've announced it yet or not. Celebrity's already done it, but somebody else. I don't know if they've announced it yet or not. That's the issue. I guess I'll leave you guys with that. That's today's inside information, I guess. Somebody's about to do some river cruises. You just haven't figured out if they've announced it yet or not. I can't remember. One ship to go. There goes the adventure of the seas. For those just tuning in, be sure to leave a like on today's stream. Lets me know that you guys are having a good time. Lets me know that you guys are having a fantastic Saturday afternoon and enjoying the streams today. Are hyped up over these sailaways. And of course, be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any future live streams here. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. We get a 6-ship day tomorrow, which will be really awesome. Caribbean Princess, Star of the Seas, MSC Seashore, Disney Fantasy, Carnival Vista, and the Norwegian Prima. It took me a second to remember what we were looking at. But yes, tomorrow's going to be a great day, and don't miss out. We've also got a lot of first looks of the newly amplified and newly renovated Harmony of the Seas, the newest addition to Port Canaveral's lineup. So a lot of stuff coming really, really soon, so don't miss out. Be sure to subscribe. All right, later, Oscar. Have a good one. Yes, Jake, I'm sure you could probably be... Just give me a yes or a no. I think we're on the same page in who we're talking about here. I don't know if they've announced it yet, though, is the issue. They have not, but I see the chat right above it. So it's like partially out there. MSC supposedly signed a letter of intent to build up to 10 river cruise ships with Neptune Werft in Germany. Oh, okay. Is treasure moving? Fantastic. Yeah, it seems like they haven't announced it yet, but yeah, I had thought I had seen something that they at least made some sort of agreement. Yes, let's see. How many horns do you think we get? And everybody in chat, go ahead and put your guesses in. Let us know. Are we going to go 4 for 4 today? We've already had horns from Mardi Gras.
We didn't get any horns from Mardi Gras when she passed by.
She did it coming off the dock, though.
Yeah, that counts.
We got a horn from Mardi Gras. We got a horn from Freedom. We just got a couple from Adventure. Is Disney of all ships going to be the one that ruins it today? 4 to 3. That's a good guess.
And Dante is close to 300 subscribers. Subscribe to Jedi to get great vlogs.
Kit with 0. Very optimistic.
Brandon.
Probably going to be accurate.
Dante's really close to 300 subscribers. He's at
Cool.
286, I believe.
Awesome.
So everybody in the chat, go subscribe to Jedi the Justin vlogs.
Dimitri, hello. Welcome. Welcome in, buddy.
Brandon, also, Dante's going to make live tonight at 7 for Cruise Simulator at 7 p.m.
Cool.
So you better
Once
go.
again for 0. And they go back, and they will go back in time and try to take horns away from the other ships. Yeah. Disney's like, where if nobody's gonna do horn, if there's gonna be a ship that does no horns, then it's gonna be all of us. We're not gonna be the only ones that do no horns. Yes. It is super toasty today. Fantasy was in port yesterday. Oh, what's the Disney ship for tomorrow then? I thought I counted 6 on the schedule for tomorrow. In Newport, Rhode Island, the Princess Horn was a theme with Love Boat. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are really cool. Yeah, I love those Love Boat horns. My chat says hello, Alex. Thank you for sharing. Today's cruise is ready to go to... Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know I just got back from a cruise 2 days ago, but I'm already ready for the next one.
Brandon, when's your next cruise?
Next cruise is Legend of the Seas.
What does the next cruise is Legend too?
Yep.
Well, what's his cruise after that?
I don't know. I don't know what he's going on. Justin doesn't really cruise anymore.
Why are you looking at the Port Canaveral schedule?
I'm trying to see what's here tomorrow. I thought I had counted 6, but maybe not.
It's 5 tomorrow.
Is it 5 tomorrow? Caribbean Princess, Vista, Seashore, Prima, Star. Okay, maybe I was wrong. 5 ships tomorrow. Bummer. Star Princess next year. Oh, that is going to be awesome to have in Port Canaveral. That's going to be so cool.
Brandon, will you be here for Star Cruise's maiden arrival? Will you be here for that?
Probably.
Well, I think she's gonna give us more local things than Sky Princess.
Probably.
Because the last time I saw Star Princess was in Port Canaveral. This was in March. I last saw her. It was March 14th, I believe.
Cool. Alrighty, ladies and gents, the final ship is underway. Disney Treasure. Disney Treasure. "96 days till Freedom of the Seas." Ooh, that's gonna be... I just saw Freedom when we were in Nassau. She looks really good. She is in some fantastic shape. Always ready for the next cruise, absolutely. Yeah, makes debarkation just a little bit more tolerable, is knowing that your next cruise is just right around the corner, absolutely. Very fortunate that typically my next cruise is no more than maybe 2 to 3 months away. My pace definitely has to slow down in the future, but due to my limited vacation days I have now, but nonetheless, still good. February and then again in April. Ooh, nice, very cool. Yeah, I just saw her the other day. She looked awesome. I mean, not a single bit of rust. I mean, that was a fresh coat of paint on that ship. She looked immaculate. She looked great the other day when I saw her. Freedom is still one of my favorite ships, too. I think so. I think there was a horn battle. Yeah, I'll have to find it in my endless list of video files. We did one with Wonder as well in Coco Cay. I posted that on Facebook actually this morning. One day, take your advice and start teaching accounting or finance in high school. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. I would love the PTO. Trying to get my stock portfolio to the point where I can just live off the dividends. I'm a long way from it, but we'll see if that happens. I'm a long way from it though.
I'm going with 4 today.
4 is your guess today? Okay.
I always go with 4 because sometimes I get lucky.
There you go. I would also be able to invest a little bit more money if I didn't keep buying new cars. But don't tell my parents. Don't be a teacher. Your sister is department head at her school, has to work a summer job. Oh.
Have a pilot aboard the Disney ship coming out the West Basin, the Orlando Princess, Channel 12.
Yeah, good morning. Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is it okay to see the starboard today?
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks.
Roger that. We'll be standing by Channel 12. Thank you.
Oh, the wind picked up a little bit. It feels kind of nice right now. That's a surprise. Jetty to Jet with the 1-month membership. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being a member. Appreciate all of our members here. All of our members, you guys rock. I see a lot of those yellow badges lately. I love to see it. Those are the 6-month badges. Love to see them. Love to see them. We really appreciate you guys for all your support here on the channel. I still got to set up a merch store. I have had zero time to like sit down and even, let alone edit my videos, but set up like a merch store. I might sit down with Tyler one day and have him help me out and get something set up. Get some towels for you guys to wave, maybe some t-shirts or something. A bumper sticker. Creating your t-shirt. Oh, very cool. I gotta come up with like a logo or something like that though. Not so, okay. Yeah, I remember whenever I first started doing Instagram, this is like literally 10 years ago now at this point, I had like a t-shirt that I made. It was like Cruising His Life, founded 2015, and had like a little picture of a cruise ship on the back. I think it was a picture of the Breeze on the back of it. That would be actually, that would be so funny if like, you know, the under 1 month or like the first month, the little Virgin Voyages logo as like the subscriber remember badge. That would actually be awesome. If I can do that, I will do it. That would be hilarious.
Brandon,
What's up?
if Treasure does full horns, you should do a Disney membership logo, whatever it is. That's what you should.
I will think about that. Yeah, let me see if I can come up with like a logo or something like that to start putting on the t-shirt. I've always thought about doing like a logo, not to copy Justin obviously, but like, you know, like he did. He created like a logo and changed his profile image. To me, like changing your profile image, a lot of people recognize you by the profile image. So when you change it, a lot of people are like, "Who the heck are you?" Most people get it, but like the last time I changed my profile image, I lost a bunch of subscribers, and I'm pretty sure it was from people that are like, "Who's this guy?" But I've thought about doing that. Is creating a logo, and then obviously like I can put the logo on certain things. Somebody's gonna tell me I'm copying them, but it's fine. We'll see what kind of logos I can come up with. Yeah, send me the design. I want to check it out. It'll be cool. So it wasn't a no. It's like that, what was it, Dumb and Dumber, I think it is, where it's like, so you're telling me there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Okay. Let's check this out. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I think the logo would be cooler on the back, but I do like that design though. It looks really good. Maybe like a mini logo, like up on like the left chest area, like a mini logo there, and then like the big logo on the back. That would be really cool. ChatGPT or Copilot. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, I will absolutely put a Chevy Tahoe in there. I will ask ChatGPT to create me a logo, but hide in a very small Chevy Tahoe somewhere within the logo. I will 1000% do that. Just for the meme. Just to be funny. Work out in the way of your desire to cruise. As of now, I have 11 books. Oh my gosh. By the way, did I buy a new... I did not. No. I came really close, though. I almost bought the Civic Type R. Yeah, it's came a little too close to that. The Civic Type R is definitely on my list. I basically told the sales guy to call me the next time they get a white one. Right, exactly. I mean, there's nothing copying about creating a logo through ChatGPT for sure. Yeah, there's definitely some weird things people use AI for, but I think logo designing and just like helping overall with, you know, things like that, you know, there's good uses for AI, and then there's obviously like the dumb ones. But again, if you do a unique logo, I mean, you can create a logo and still not copy somebody, you know what I mean? Ship to Shore, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. Back from week 1 of senior year. Fantastic. That's awesome. It's exciting.
Say hi to Braden.
Somebody here wants to say hi to you.
Hi, Braden.
Yeah. No, I'll figure something out with the logo. That'll be cool. No matter how different I make it, he'll tell me I'm copying, which is fine. So, you can't really win. Alrighty, as she gets a little bit closer, be sure to start putting those guesses down in the chat. How many horns are we getting this afternoon from Disney Treasure? Generative AI. This might be controversial, but I am against generative AI. Not only does it use stolen IP, the result it puts out is also destroying our play. I can go on a long tangent about that. But yes, I will make sure I will put that in my query or my request in ChatGPT and be like, within this logo, you have to just hide a very small Chevy Tahoe in there, or like in the logo of the ship, or like the little ship thing that they put in the logo, put a Chevy Tahoe next to it. That would be awesome. AI has good uses. It has bad uses, and the bad is usually what we see. It has good uses. It can be a very helpful tool as long as you use it correctly. That's all I'll say about AI. If used correctly, it is a good thing. But the asterisk is if used correctly. It's also helping on my stock portfolio right now, so keep using it. Keep using it. Hope you guys are enjoying the microphone quality today. I don't think it made any difference. We got new microphones. New microphones today. The old ones are on Harmony still. But I know I mentioned it earlier in the stream for those who are here at the beginning, but my microphones are on Harmony still. So we got new ones today.
Are you gonna make Caleb go search for them?
I am going to make Caleb look for them. I'm going to tell him to go to guest services and see if they've claimed them. Brandbot stream tonight? Perchance. I have to get started on the Harmony tour tonight, though, so possibly. But knowing me, I may just want to just sit back and relax. So I won't say most likely, but stay tuned. Possibly. I did leave my mic on Harmony. It did make a difference. You can't hear the horns. That's okay. Gave me an excuse to upgrade the microphones. Not that they're much different, I just got the newer model. Oh! Perchance, perhaps, we might be getting something. One. We'll take it. Woo, we got 3. It's a miracle. We went 4 for 4 today, baby. All right. All 4 ships did at least 1 today. That is actually awesome. Stand corrected. Next cruise, 70 days. Very nice. Awesome. Love to hear it. Yeah, they have a lot of different tunes on these Disney ships. Glad we got a couple. Glad we got a couple, that's for sure. It's been a while since Treasure's given us any. Got married on Disney Magic 25 years ago. Wow, that's awesome. That's a cool ship to get married on. Ooh, Carnival Spirit. That is cool. Tyler, welcome back.
Tyler's a moderator.
Tyler is a moderator.
So you only pick friends as moderators?
Sometimes.
Is Justin a moderator?
No.
You should make it.
We're gonna get married on married the usual way, but our wedding venue destroyed in a flood 3 months before. It took immediate family and treated them all to a cruise. Oh, that's really cool, actually.
Brandon, how long will your life for?
We got 3 horns today.
Brandon, how long will your life for?
How long was our life for? Just a little under 2 hours.
So if you stay live for 10 more minutes, then it's gonna be 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously you have to finish it.
Let's see. Two more happy belated. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see. We'll kind of keep it going here as she kind of crosses back. But yes, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for all the late birthday wishes and everything. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Again, we have a 5-ship day tomorrow. Caribbean Princess, Star of the Seas, MSCC Shore, Carnival Vista, and the Norwegian Prima.
Norwegian Prima's going to 2 and 5. This is going to 6. And
Yep.
Seashore's going to 10. Caribbean Princess will be right in front of us, and Star will.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead and cut it there. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Again, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you all for hanging out, and have a great rest of your Saturday evening. Good night, everyone.